So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey, and welcome back to another episode of the LaTangela Show podcast. You know, it does my heart well to have this time together, especially with those who are making headline news for all of the right reasons. And she's writing about it, making us feel warm, welcome, invited, seen, and appreciated in the skin that we are in. And, you know, it takes a level of transparency for people to recognize the need for that and then the availability to deliver that. And I applaud you for it. None other than the author. And she does it with style and grace. Kiyoko, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. You good?
I am. And thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule because I know you've been busy. You've
Yeah.
been taking it out and on tour, and we're taking us a good field trip. But before we get to the road, take me to the pen, take me to the pad. How did you know that you wanted to enter this journey of being an author versus just etching it out as a part of your journaling?
Woo. Okay. Well, it's weird. I actually was getting glimpses of it. I feel like I'm not trying to be religious or nothing, but
I mean, no, that's okay. I know the Lord over here. We good. We
but
good.
I feel like he was showing me many years ago, many years ago, that this is the direction my life was going to take. And it just took a long time for me to get in alignment with it. And the moment that it actually clicked was COVID 2020. One of my friends at the time said, "Have you ever thought about writing children's books?" And I said, "Yeah, I was already sort of told that I would." I said, "But I just don't." And I actually had written something that my mother asked me to write 10 years prior, but then I got distracted. And I never published that children's book. And then I was just brainstorming, like, if I was going to write something, what would it be? And then I was like, well, my feet are big. And folks always made fun of my feet. And I used to have to comfort myself about, my feet and all this kind of stuff. So I said, what if, so I called it At Least I Have Feet. That's what it was called at first.
Yeah.
And it was just like, at least, I can walk and I can get around and my feet are so big, I wear 11 and a half.
Right.
And I'm about 5'10", but I wasn't always 5'10". And so my feet were disproportionate to the rest of my body. And I started brainstorming, what would this be about and how would it go? And I just got on that first draft, and it immediately brought back feelings from when I was little, when I would create something that I was proud of. And I have a little feeling inside like, this is special, and maybe I could just cry just a little bit. If you ever see when kids are really proud and they get that look on their face where they're proud, well, it's been a long time since I got that feeling. And when I wrote that first draft, I got that feeling in my heart, like, this is special. And since then, it shocks me the days where I can talk about it or read the story without crying.
Right. But that's the level of transparency that people need, because in life right now we have so many people that are desensitized, where everything is given to us with the best filter and people are living their best lie. No one is really living a life of substance. And we forget that humans come in all shape, form, sizes, and whatever others may see as imperfections. It makes you uniquely and perfectly you. And it's hard for children to cope with that because it's hard for adults to cope with that. So being that adult, telling a story from the child's perspective and having to relive that, even as you tell the story and put yourself in the shoes, if you will, of others that may be dealing with something else, right? So you're not
Right.
creating a character, you're telling it in a different voice. And now with the wisdom to know how to deal with what you were dealing with then in the moment, forget the outside voices. You had to walk around and shop for 11 and a halves, not knowing why, they didn't have them readily available on the shelf too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Before you
I
even
do.
get to the distractions, the static is already living in our own heads.
Right, right.
So with Freeda's Fabnificent feet, take me on that journey with this beautiful little girl with her bedazzled cape and big pink sneakers.
So Freeda gets made fun of on her first day of school. And she's sad and she wants to change her feet, but she can't because they're all out of feet at the store that day.
You think?
So she has a major meltdown. And then it's revealed that her feet are actually her superpower when she saves this elderly woman in a runaway wheelchair. So the same bully that was making fun of Freeda's feet is the same bully that was disrespecting the elderly woman. And so Freeda comes out of the store. She's getting herself together. She sees it's going down, and then she just springs into action. She does some flips and stuff, and then she's like, ah! She puts her foot in front of the wheelchair and brings it to a screeching halt, and she saves the day. And then from there, some other things happen. She starts to kind of blow up around town, and then her family calls a meeting and wait. Then she meets these three other kids, big eyes, one has big nose, one has big ears. And she helps them to see that their big differences are their superpowers also. Then they form a superhero team. So that's gonna go in part 2 and part 3 and so on. But her family calls a meeting and her dad tells her they brought her to this town to cultivate her special powers. They always known that she was special. And then he tells her,
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. That's what it's supposed to do.
The little tears trying to come. Stop it.
You've earned the right for them to come. And this is just the warm up. So let me get you some tissue. Hold on, see, because look, I stay prepared.
But he tells her, we've always known you was special. You were special. And he's like, always remember, baby girl, that no one can fill your shoes.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, daddy, I'll remember. No one can fill my shoes. No one can fill my shoes. No one can fill my shoes.
Not the superhero activated.
It's immediately activated. Like I think you see on social media now, folks are activating their Bob. Have you seen that?
Girl, look, don't make me go Bob life.
So
I love it. And you know what? That's so relatable because my grandfather, God bless his soul. I mean, if that man told me I could walk through a brick wall, baby, I feel sorry for the bricks. You know, because we going, and to never let people minimize you because of your differences. Your differences is what makes you unique. It's a part of the design that God gave you.
Right.
And others may not see it because it's sight versus vision. And whatever it is that he had to equip you for, he equipped you with.
Yes.
So it's important that little girls and little boys, they hear this, they see this. And even if they don't recognize their differences in the moment, when they get up against those challenges, and they do, this is putting it in perspective for them. So I'm glad to know that volume 2 is on the way. Volume 3 is on the way. And let me be the first to tell you, if I don't get my interview for volume 2 and volume 3, you and Freeda's Fabnificent feet gonna hear about it.
Oh, don't you worry. You definitely got 2, you got 3, you got 4. Hey, and I'm actually planning on adapting this to animation, a Netflix series, so y'all get the word out about that. We're gonna go in all different directions, so you can show up for all of it, okay?
Absolutely. How can we get the book?
So I would love to best support me. You can go to Freeda'sFabnificentFeet.com. That's where I actually see the money almost immediately.
Yeah.
So yes, please go to my website.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And that again is Freeda's Fabnificent Feet.com.
Yes.
If you had to pick your favorite part of this entire journey, what would it be?
Oh my gosh,
Do, do, do.
it's so amazing. It's been so amazing. It's just, you know how in the Bible, the word says that God knew you before the foundations of the earth were formed?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Baby, you don't even have to tell me twice. I needed this interview today more than you did. I promise you that.
That is what is been so special to me, because sometimes when you read the Bible, sometimes depending on the season, these words can go in one ear and out the other. You hear it, but you don't know what it means until he takes you through something and you know that it's specifically designed for you, you know? And I could tell you so many stories, but if I could maybe think about like this one amazing day that I had, but it's happened over and over again. I sold these books on the street to strangers, okay? I'm just kind of crazy like that, right? And so, but the days when I'm not even trying, it's like, okay, so I went to the post office, right?
Mhm.
And I was mailing out orders. I was just fulfilling orders for people who had placed them. And I had the books in envelopes, so you couldn't even really see them. I get into this conversation with the clerk at the post office, and we're going back and forth. She's just asking, like, what is this? She's telling me the price. I'm like, but I thought that medium mail was cheaper. And she's like, well, you didn't say that it was medium. And I'm thinking like we about to have a beef. And I was like trying to quickly de-escalate because I didn't come to the post office to get into it, right? We don't want nobody to go postal on me and Freeda.
This is not what we came for.
So I was like, no. I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know now. It's all cool. And then she said, so you're mailing books? I said, yes. She said, a book you wrote? And I said, yes. She said, let me see. And I opened up the envelope. I opened up the envelope. She pulls it out. She smiles. She starts flipping through it. The lady next to her is like all up in our conversation, which is completely fine. Then the lady goes, I want this. She says, she whispered, I'm going to my car to get some money. I'll be right back. She goes, pew, she leaves me. I'm standing there just looking. I would say I can't believe it, but I could.
Yeah.
She went to the car. She came back. She puts, because the book is this is a hardcover, right? It's high quality. It's $29.99. She came back. She gave me $30. She put it across the counter. The lady next to her was like, I want one too. She cashed at me. And the crazy part was when I came in, I could feel the favor in the air. There was an elderly woman just smiling at me. I knew I could have sold a book to her when I came, but I just let her because I was just trying to focus. So I just let her go.
I'm just trying to get to where I need to be.
Huh?
I'm just trying to get to where I need to be.
Right. I'm just trying to mail these things out. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like the favor was like, okay, we told you, but you ain't take that. Okay. So they just so next thing you know, it's like God was just like, I'm gonna bless you through her. I'm gonna bless you through her. And then we just stood there talking. And then she was telling me how she wanted to write a book and so on and so forth. And then I was telling her that she should and just trying to encourage her, like whatever ideas you have, like go ahead and do that. And so it's just like I'm connecting with people that I may have not ordinarily connected with. Folks are supporting me. Folks are excited. It's not just family. It's not just friends. It's people that I've never met before. Just happy to see that this story and they are connecting with it for various different reasons. And so I'm sorry if you wanted a shorter answer, because child, that was as short as they get.
That was the short answer. No, it is all good. You know that. And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. I always say that to different guests because I know that God aligns us for a reason. None of it is accidental, and I never want to take any platform that He grants me for granted. So it's not about my story, it's about how we move the needle forward together. And with you doing this, I know that I have a trusted source that I can say, listen, if your child is going through something, they may want to read this. And this is a good reminder for parents to sit there and read with their children. That's bonding time. That's them being able to have a tool to help them explain it when they may be at a loss for words. So I appreciate you so much for this. And thank you for keeping me in mind to say, let's have this conversation.
Yes,
So girl, you got to get here soon. And I mean sooner than later, and bring some of them books with you.
I am. So I'm gonna be there. I was born in Baton Rouge,
Oh,
and
it's a reunion.
So actually, Baton Rouge is actually mentioned in the book. Freeda is from a town called the splendificent city of Ginormous Promise, and it's just southwest of Baton Rouge. So
Okay.
it's a lot of little tidbits from me in the book. But I'm coming there. I'm going to be at Seasal Elementary. I'm going to be doing, oh my gosh, I'm going to be at like 3 or 4 different schools.
Good.
And I'm coming there again for the Mid-City Microcon.
Oh, good. At the
Later
library. That's
at the
always a
library.
plus. Yes, yes, yes. It's going to be a field trip waiting to happen. So I
Yeah.
expect to see you here when you get here.
Okay. Definitely.
I love it. Make sure that you check her out right now at FreedaSFabnificentFeet.com. I know you have more work to do, so I'm going to let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You heard me.
I hear you.